Greetings, fellow simmer, and welcome to more Flight Simulator 4K sexy eye candy action with me, GripperSim. Over the last months or so, I've been keeping an eye out for good quality free Flight Simulator lingerie to dress up Flight Simulator to make it more sexy. Over the last months, I've been keeping an eye on these add-ons to ensure that they're popular, that they're safe, stable, that they're updated regularly, and they have a use for this fantastic hobby for you, and there are about 10 of them. This airport here is Paderborn Leipzig, and that's free in the Flight Simulator store, so that's kind of an extra one there. Also, the Lufthansa livery I'm showing you here, you can download it in flightsim.to. It's more realistic in that it's dirty. It's a very dirty livery. I put a link in the description below for the dirty livery. Yeah, dirty, sexy, dirty livery. The first add-on of use I'm going to show you is Pushback Helper, and this has improved over time with many updates since September 2020. It's currently got over 61,000 downloads from flightsim.to. Now, it's not perfect yet, but development is continuous. With Pushback Helper, there's no need to contact ATC for jetway connection anymore. There's no need to contact ATC for pushback or calling the fuel truck. You can open and close the aircraft doors. As of the making of this video, you can only open and close the aircraft doors with the Airbus A320, the 787 and the 747. But I imagine as more aircraft come online for Flight Simulator, they'll be added. To run the interface for it, you install and run an exe file which puts a handy pushback menu on your Flight Simulator screen. You can also move this menu to a second monitor if you have one for your convenience. You can also control the speed of the tug for pushback. You can move forward, reverse, turn left, turn right, and many other features here, including opening and closing the doors. The next bit of sexy lingerie for Flight Simulator is Vegetation Draw Distance Fix. It has over 17,000 downloads and allows you to control the draw distance of all vegetation in the Flight Simulator. Now, Microsoft tend to change this either more or further away or closer to you, and you have no control over it. Now you do. To install, you just put the relevant file into your community folder. I've chosen 50 to 75, which is quite high, but not the highest. I've not noticed any frame rate drops in my 2080 Ti graphics card. So as you can see in this footage, the trees are rendering in much sooner than before, so you don't get these trees popping up as you're flying. Great! The Savage Grravel, the monster truck of the skies, with 35-inch Alaskan tyres. Look at the little baby tyre. There's a little baby tyre there. Oh, the little baby tyre. We're not interested in baby tyres. We want the monsters. Grravel tyres, big monster evil Alaskan 35-inch mothers, and we will throw them around, and we're going to really fling this thing around and slam it onto the runway. So we're going to do a quick circuit and then we're going to do multiple landings. It's going to be nuts. So let's ride like we sold it, full power and no looking back, and I don't know what I'm doing. Nothing bad is going to happen. Everything's fine. It's a lot of torque. I'm having trouble. Oh, torque. Oh my god, this is nuts. A little bit more powerful than I thought. Yeah, this is a lovely runway right by the sea, wouldn't you think? You think this is made up. This is Newcastle Airfield in Ireland, in County Wicklow in Ireland, a very popular airfield, and Colonel Klink is currently working in this, and that's why it says TBA, to be announced. I'll let you know when it's ready. Yeah, it's going to be great. Okay, so we're on final, and I'm slightly frightened, but you know, not too much. And yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing bad is going to happen. I want to throw it down harder, much harder. Okay, we're going to slam it down a few times here and really just slam it right down. Oh, here we go. Oh! I just can't get this to crash. Boom! I can't get it to crash. Slam it down one more. Yeah, pop it down. Doof. Okay, oh, okay, great. I can't crash. I'm going to take off. Oh, take off again. Full power, fly like I stole it. And I'm gonna fling it around. I'm going to land the opposite direction. Just crazy happens. I'm going to put it on a stall here. I'm going to hold, you hear the stall warner? I'm going to hold it there and I'm going to pull the throttle back and it's going to just fall down and then we'll do a replay. Just see this, I want to see the tyres spring up. Okay, madness, here we go. This project is constantly upgraded and it's a project by Grravel. I'm going to stream with this one day. We stream at 9 o'clock on Sunday evenings, 2100 hours local Irish time, for some crazy madness. This, again from flightsim.to, is called Yet Another Ground Marking Fix. And what this does is it takes the bright, almost luminescent taxiway lines, etc., from standard Microsoft default and just ages them a bit. Makes them a little bit older, which is a little bit, I guess, more realistic. I suppose if you prefer the bright ones, that's fine, but it looks a bit better. This is the default Microsoft Flight Simulator taxiway markings, and they're quite bright yellow. It's like they were just painted yesterday. I think you would agree with that. So if you wanted a bit more of a realistic look, there we go. There is the new change from Yet Another runway marking or ground marking fix. So it looks a little bit more subtle, I think. Let's have a little closer look. So, oh, there's my lovely TBM. Just look for GripperSim in flightsim.to and you'll get that livery. This is the original Microsoft Flight Simulator taxiway markings. As you can see, they're quite bright when you're close to the ground. We lift up a little bit here and we'll just have a look at the standard default across this airport a little bit more. So we'll just zoom up here. Up we go. Okay, so it looks quite bright. So it's really a matter of taste, isn't it? So let's dull that down a bit with Yet Another Ground Markings Fix. Add-on, there's my livery again. Now, you see, it's a more subtle here. See that? So it's up to you, I suppose. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, what we're going to do next, okay, is we're gonna take something away from the sexy lingerie. I'm going to take something off. And I'm not talking about the dirty Lufthansa livery. I'm talking about something else that really bugged me quite some time because I'm doing lots of recording. Let's have a look at that. This is the only add-on that's not in flightsim.to. It's in the Flight Simulator forums, link in the description below for all of these add-ons. This removes the toolbar handle that appears whenever you move the mouse. Yeah. Okay, this time, this is going to be a great shot for all the viewers and the members and the subscribers. Okay, oh, that's back. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, it's gone now, thank God. Oh, fuck. Okay, this is looking good. Now, it's back again. It's back. It'll go away. Please go away. Just, oh, it's going to go. Good. It's back. Just, okay, now it's going to work. Okay, it's going to go now. It's gone. No, it's gone. Where's the toolbar? Oh, there it is. See, I keep forgetting where the toolbar menu is. Where's the toolbar? Is it on the left side? Oh, it's back there. It's reminding me again. Oh, it's back. I can't record either. What? Where's the toolbar? I can't remember. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I couldn't remember what the toolbar is. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. So after Machete 3181's plugin, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone forever. Hooray! So thank you, Machete 3181, for showing Microsoft that we're not all completely dull, stupefiably dim, unretentive, and obliviously forgetful as to where the toolbar is situated in Microsoft Flight Simulator. For those of you who don't know, it's in the center upper portion of the screen. Yeah. The TBM930 Improvement Mod is one of my favourite. Now, what this is a project and they're improving it all the time, so it's been updated constantly to make it a study level aircraft. The TBM, if you don't know already, is probably one of the most favourite popular aircraft on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, there are endless updates to this all the time, just a few of which are the opening and closing of doors and their logic of the mechanism. The sun visor here, as you can see. Also, they have created a more realistic drag when you extend the landing gear. They've removed the 30% throttle gap. They've also adjusted torque versus the air density table. They'd added angle for the nose steering wheel. The fuel flow has been adjusted for more accurate realism. They've integrated UWA's light mod, that's the light in the interior cockpit. They've also integrated pilot co-pilot mod that you can enable and disable the view of the pilot and co-pilot whilst you're in the cockpit. I'll show you that shortly. They've reworked the cockpit lights and of course you can see all the animated doors and windows. So it's updated all the time. So I've been keeping an eye on it and it's pretty darn good. You can also implement the new GPS Garmin 3000 mod as well. which I'll get to in another video. And here, of course, you can switch the co-pilot on and off as you can with the pilot in the left seat. Next up, the global AI ship traffic provides AI ship traffic from established real-life shipping lanes. There are more than 24,000 shipping movements all over the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator, which ensure, of course, the ocean will no longer be empty. Reports indicate that there are little or no frame rate drops in your Flight Simulator. There are more than 13,000 models, and they're placed matching the realistic shipping movements of that particular geographical area. All the different types of seafaring vessels are included. Navy ships, ferries, tankers, cruise ships, tall ships, wherever you may be, including naval exercises in various parts of the world. I had a quick look off the coast of Sydney to see what was going on with the ships. So I downloaded, put it into the community folder, and sure enough, the ship's just going along their business, and they're in great detail, as you can see. Too many to show you here. If that's not Flight Simulator lingerie, I don't know what is. Of course, as I'm a YouTube person, or a creator, whatever you want to call it, I do a lot of recording, and I've been looking for a proper recorder. I've paid for some recorders and they're not good enough. This one is free. It's free and it's better than all the paid ones. I'm telling you that right now. Now, this footage may seem a bit choppy. It's just because I had to change the way I'm editing stuff to show you the screen here that I've started recording. It's a very simple recorder, and it records all the little nuances. When you hit the runway hard, it records it properly, and I'm absolutely delighted with it so far. Now, again, it's only choppy because of the way I'm recording it. You just simply record your flight, and then you go back, you open up the recorder, you can hide it from the screen, you can keep it on the screen, you can adjust your position, you can go fast forward, rewind, and then record it again. And it's just simple as hell, and it's brilliant. And if I were to have a top 10, if this is a top 10 list, this would be number 1 for me. I can tell you that right now. All the footage of this video is recorded with Flight Recorder.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
As you know, I have a setup rig with a racing seat, and they don't make anything for flight simulators, so I thought. But these guys, Next Level Racing, make seats for flight simulators. Now, I'll do another video on my setup. I want to do my new studio, and I have a setup very similar to these guys, but they're making them specifically for flight simulator, and I'm going to be looking into them more in the coming year. And maybe I'll even get one of their rigs, who knows. But it looks really interesting, and the fact that they have all the different price range setups for your flight simulator, because it's great. You just put it into your corner of your room, and it's not on your desk, and no one can move it around on you and take stuff off the desk in front of your computer because they've got to work at something else. It just sits there, just like mine. And I think it's a great idea of what they're doing. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how they come out with new products. Also, they have a motion kind of thing for your flight simulator. This is a guy playing flight simulator with his motion controller. Yep. So I'll keep you informed. Let me know what you think. Have a look at the website, Next Level Racing. Again, from flightsim.to, the Airbus H135 helicopter project. When this first started out, it was, now it's worth a look. It's got 107,900 plus uploads. Although Asobo haven't come out with an official helicopter, well, this is the first, and it's free from the community. It's changing and upgrading all the time. All I can show you is some eye candy footage, I think. Let's have a look at some eye candy footage without me babbling on all the time. Babble, babble, babble. It's well worth a look, folks. 200,000 people can't be wrong, can they? So, yeah. For those of you who are new to flight simming, you're going to love this. For those of you who are flight simmers already and know about this, you knew it was coming. Now, this is for the newbies, okay? If you're just watching this channel and you're new to flight sim, this is just gold dust. This is free, and it takes the Asobo Airbus A320, and Flybywire have their Airbus A32NX. And this brings this aircraft to study level, okay? And all the logic I'm talking about for the engines, the hydraulics, all the systems with regards to this aircraft are going to be study level, and they're getting very close to it as we stand. Still lots of stuff to be fixed up at the time of making this video. So if you're watching this a year later or 2 years later and you just found out, you're in for a treat. Usually add-ons for this caliber would be about €100 up or $100 up. And this is free, so it's done by all these geniuses in the community. Some of them are pilots on the Airbus, and it's absolutely stunning. I have just started streaming with the Airbus. I have never flown the Airbus before. Most people think it's too complicated. Well, I wouldn't be able to do that. Well, actually, it's not as hard as you think. You start at the bare bones of getting from A to B, and after that, it's just you learn more and more and more. So don't be frightened of getting into the big jets. I'm getting into it now. I'm starting to stream with it. I will, when I get used to it, do some tutorials, and they'll be good tutorials. I always do these. You know, simplicity is the art of sophistication, folks. So my tutorials will be simple, easy to follow, and not confusing. I do notice some tutorials that they just kind of press something and they don't tell you, and then when you try it, it just doesn't work. Anyway, that is the best Airbus in Flight Simulator, in any flight simulator ever. So well done to the boys in Fly-by-Wire. We bow our heads to you.